Imperial Edtech started off 13 years ago in 2010. Started off as a placement company where we were placing students into universities. About 3-4 years down the line, we realized that there were more problems within the educational space that we needed to solve. So we decided to look at some of the gaps within the educational system and the infrastructural gaps within the educational system. Why aren't people using technology, exposing teachers to more use of technology within the education space? Imperial Edtech is an education, technology, research and workforce development firm built to ensure that education can get to the last mile. So the main reason for us starting this company was because we saw the gaps in the education space, the digital gaps in the education space. So we decided to look at how we can use technology infrastructure to bridge those gaps and to leapfrog how education gets to the last mile pretty much. So that's how we started it. The thing we do at Imperial Edtech is we are an OEM, a local OEM. So we manufacture devices locally here in Nigeria. This is a 10-inch tablet, comes with a stylus. And we can customize this, we can build it for any customer. This is one of our latest laptops powered by Intel under the Rev brand as well. Beautiful laptop here. This is another one that we have as well, has the 180 degree spin. We also have the ruggedized devices. This is purpose built for education, really strong and rugged. Can be used for field operations, any kind of operation, and then it's ideal for schools, for teachers, and in areas where there's a lot of dust, and built rugged. So we decided to look at some of the gaps within the educational system and the infrastructural gaps within the educational system. So when we saw those gaps, we decided that okay, let's try and fill some of those gaps. We started off by providing like e-boards, like smart boards to schools, laptops from other partners and all of that. And then we looked at Africa generally and we realized that there's no real African brand that represents the strength and the quality that Africa can deliver. When we looked at that opportunity, we decided to now combine that with what we were doing. Then, as we're growing, we realized that the study abroad offering was totally different from what Imperial Edtech was offering. So the study abroad was more for like a B2C market, and the Imperial Edtech itself was more for like a B2B market and B2G. So we decided to take the study abroad service and turn it into a product, and that's how Pave got formed. It's one of the major challenges that we have as a country currently, and I studied computer science. Education is a space that I came into and saw a lot of challenges, and I saw a lot of opportunities as well. A lot of people have come into this space but not really understood how to solve problems in the space particularly. So what we decided to do basically was look at what challenges are facing individuals, what challenges are facing institutions, and see how we can solve some of those problems. Also, looking at how the population of Nigeria is growing, we have to get our education right. We're projected to be 500 million people by 2050. That's barely 27 years for us to build the next level of educated Nigerians. It's like I always say, it's a marathon and not a sprint, right? Education is not something that you just come into and try to make money and run away. You have to be part of the building process. So we're building the future of education, and that's what we believe, and that's why we decided to stay in this space. And we've taken all the learnings that we can over the next 13 years to be able to build for the next 27 years. So as you can see, that's like a 40-year project that we're embarking on. A lot of people don't understand how to differentiate, categorize EdTech. So Pave is focused on higher education, and higher education is a space that a lot of people have not figured out how to get into. And we know what the challenges within the higher education space is or the challenges are, and that's what Pave is solving for. Number one, the fact that it's very difficult for schools to manage the amount of applications that come into their universities. Number two, It's hard for students to actually get admitted into the programs that they actually want to study. We're solving that using technology to ensure that people are actually studying either what they want to study because they have a knowledge of the outcomes of what they are going to study, or go to a country where they know that they can thrive from. When we were a traditional business, you typically just come to our office, make an inquiry, I want to study this program and all of that, and we'll be able to give you options. That's the typical way that works. But with Pave, we reduce human communication because human communication equals human error, possibility of human error. There's a lot of time wasting, and this admission cycles are very, very high paced or fast paced. So instead of having to go to an agent now, you just go to a platform where all the information that an agent will typically give you is on the platform. So you can make your decision in 5 minutes. So it solves for speed, it solves for precision. It also solves for options, so it gives you a wide range of options, and it also helps for planning as well, for you to plan your education journey. We make money from the platform because it's a technology platform. So there is a charge that we charge to use the platform, and because of the extended services and the long-term value for it as well, we're also launching a subscription model, which will include some perks and some services for students. We also get paid by our partners. Our partners are also supportive of us, and that's our partner universities. So we for students that we place into the universities, we get paid for that as well. So that's how we generate revenue. Our goal at Pave is to ensure that it becomes a household name. It becomes a platform that helps guardians and guardian counselors. It's the platform that helps teachers to guide their students properly. It's also a platform that would help to regulate the international education industry. We also have our own programs where we're training people on how to recruit students the right way, how to search for university and help students make informed decisions based on their particular needs, as opposed to just giving them options that we feel or the agent feel is right. So Pave would particularly take the student's request and process it using, we use a lot of data analytics and machine learning to ensure that we're able to match students with the best universities based on their budget, the course they want to study, and also the country or the continent that they want to study in as well. But we realize that budget is the main thing. So on Pave, you can search by your budget, which I'm sure you'll be seeing on the screen here, where you can search by your budget, pick your school, and you can select as many schools as possible on one platform. You can apply to 10 schools at the same time if you want. So that's make it easy for people to make decisions like that and to make actions like that as well. We Pave for the Edtech challenge. We majorly work with other fintech companies to give us competitive pricing around our like Forex, because everybody knows that this year was very, very challenging in terms of accessing Forex. But thank God for the fintech companies who are solving this problem. So we work with them to ensure that people are able to pay their tuition fees internationally and all of that. For Imperial Edtech, I'm sure most of their challenges are around bureaucracy. So we just make sure that we spend our time letting the teachers understand that technology is not coming to take your job, but to enhance your teaching process and to better your teaching methods within the classroom, and also give your students more more attention in the classroom, because those are the kind of things that technology will do. And in terms of bureaucracy, we just want to build better relationships, ensure that we have better relationships with the stakeholders, make sure that the stakeholders also understand why we want to deploy this technology and why this technology is important. Because at the end of the day, we're all set up for a common goal, which is to ensure that education is equitable and it gets to the four corners of Africa. So that's why we're building what we're building.